Hi YouTube, it's Mrs. Barbie Baby coming to you with a brief tutorial. It's late, so I wanted to just get this quick tutorial in because I felt that it was pretty much necessary because I get asked this all the time, like how can I find the perfect match or so on and so forth. So many people, especially colored women, have a hard time finding matches. They feel like they have to go to MAC all the time or, Bobbi Brown, that they have to do all the expensive foundations, but it's not true. Like myself, this is one that I like to use. It's the new Dream Nude Foundation, and it's like air or whatever. So I like to use this, and this color is caramel. And then that's 350, color 350. And this color is 310. So as you see, you don't have to always go to MAC. However, I do use MAC. And my color that I use is NC45 Studio Fix. So let me see, what else? I use MAC tint. My color is, I hope I can find it. I think it's probably been rubbed off by now. It's just a studio tint. And I don't know why. Oh, Dark Plus Studio Tint Moisturizer. So I use this too. But, however, anyway, a lot of people ask me, how do you find a foundation and mix, and how do you do your foundation? So I feel like this can be just a fairly quick tutorial talking about how to use foundation or how to mix it or just, how to apply it. I did some work before I got on camera. So I did mix those two colors together, and this is what I got. And I use my little spongy. Some people, like me per se, I use like the Edge sponge to mix my foundations. But if I don't have the egg, I will use one of these, and these work just fine. And this is the color that I got. So you can see, my foundation on, now foundation on this one. So it's kind of different. However, so it's late, and I want to make this quick as possible. So let's just do how I do my foundation. And I'm going to do one. Basically, the request was, how can you mix powders? Well, you can't mix powders because powders come in this form. So it's impossible to mix powders. A lot of people mix it. Let me take that back. A lot of people mix powders, but however, powders to me are harder to mix because to me, once it's applied on your face, it pretty much set. So trying to mix it while on your face to me just is it just doesn't work right for me. Hey, if you can do it, thumbs up. So I'm just gonna do a quick tutorial on how I do my face. First thing first, this is what I do. Prime Time, and that is from Bare Minerals. I apply a little bit of that on my hand, and excuse me if I go fast, and I just go like this, and I just pretty much put it on my face, like wherever I'm gonna have my foundation, pretty much. Okay. Then the next thing I do is I apply my tint, my MAC tint. So if you don't have like a flat surface to mix or to apply, I use a styrofoam plate. Works the same. So I just put a little bit of this. I don't use a lot. A lot of people probably do, but I just put a little bit of this on my plate, swirl it around, and then I just start applying. And I'm one that I like to really get it fairly smooth. And I got braids, and I should have put my cap on, but I didn't. And I always tell people to make sure they go around your hairline. You want to mix it in, you know. Don't want it to look all awkward. Turn around this way and do this side. Yeah. And you know, a lot of people say, well, I use a brush. That's fine, but let me just show you something. Because I use a brush too sometimes. This is my e.l.f. brush. I love e.l.f. When you go like this, you see those lines that you get? To me, it just works more smoothly for it was mixing your foundation, your liquid, if you just use a sponge. That's just my opinion. Everybody else have their own way of doing it. But this is what I found to work for me. And I just make sure that I got all the spots. Okay. So, as that sit on, what I do is I take my brush, and this is just like, it's an angle foundation brush, and I just make sure I go around my face, is what I do. And I just make sure I touch all the angles, is how I do it. Okay, so I have my tint on. So what I do next is I get my Studio Fix by MAC, and I get my e.l.f. foundation brush, and it's a complexion brush, so I use it to apply my foundation, and I just tap it a little bit, try to get it all around the bristles, and then what I do is I go like this. And to me, you know, everybody has their own way of how they do it. This helps set the liquid that you just applied on your face. It helps set your face. So after I do that, I get my e.l.f. You can't really see it. And this I bought for $1. And this is just some, basically, it's just my under eye brightener that I use. And a lot of people use concealer to conceal their dark circles. I just use it to make my eyes pop. So I go like this. This is how I do it. And then what I do next, a lot of people do it all different kinds of ways, but I found this easier if I just take my sponge and go like that and kind of have my finger guided. And I just keep doing that. And I bring it all the way back here, and then I kind of smudge it in. And then I just tap it a little bit, and I do it to the other side. And you don't have to use too much. I think a lot of people believe they have to use so much, and you don't. You don't need a lot. And I just kind of let my middle finger guide it, and I kind of just, you know, smooth it on back. That's how I do it. Like so. And I just kind of tuck it up in there, is what I do. So now you got your concealer on, your foundation set. What do you do next? Well, what I do is I kind of touch up, is what I do. I just touch up. I go around and I touch up. I just touch up. That's what I do. And after I'm done touching it up, I get my Prime Time. And what this is by MAC. And it's white. And I take my complexion brush and I dab it a little bit. Shake it off. Any excess. And I just go like this. And I don't do too much, just to and this is my look. This is my foundation. This is the look. So, as you can see, it's not hard at all. So, I hope this, tutorial will help you. Sorry it took me so long to get back to a lot of requests, but however, I am back, so please send me any requests that you guys have. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.